Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a review on the Fenty Beauty foundation by Rihanna. A lot of people have been telling me about this foundation if I have tried it, and no, I have not. This is my first time trying it, so I'm very excited. One thing about this foundation, it is meant for oily skin. I don't have oily skin, however, I do have oiliness on my T-zone, so I believe this is perfect for me to try it and kind of give you guys my honest review on it. I ended up purchasing this foundation at Sephora for $34, and I feel like that is a great price on a foundation. Nowadays, foundations tend to be between $40 to $60, so I feel like this foundation was awesome on price. It is 1.08 fluid ounces, which is amazing. They do have 50 shades, so they have a shade for every single person, so anyone is able to try it. But before we get started, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Cruz. I create beauty and lifestyle videos here on my channel, so if you enjoy these type of videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and become part of the family. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this review. Okay, so this is how the packaging looks. Very simple. And then at the top, it does have the shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it for you guys. So this is how the foundation looks. It is made out of glass and it has a pump, which it is a plus, especially for makeup artists. I am a freelance makeup artist, so this is perfect to have just because I can use it on anyone. I am in the shade 240, which is a medium skin tone color with warm yellow undertone. A bit of information about this foundation. It is a soft matte longwear foundation with buildable medium to full coverage. This foundation gives skin an instantly smooth, pore diffuse, shine-free finish that easily builds to medium to full coverage. It is a oil-free matte foundation which is resistant to sweat, humidity, and won't clog pores. Wherever you are, if you happen to be outside, working out, or things like that, this foundation helps. Let's go ahead and test it out. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and picked up my hair. The only thing that I did at the moment was I filled in my brows. It does say to add your moisturizer and then to add the suggested primer for this foundation. The reason I didn't purchase the recommended primer for this foundation is because I only want to test the foundation. I don't want to test anything else underneath, just because the main focus is going to be the foundation if it actually works. So here I'm just going to be adding my moisturizer only. Two ways that I'm going to apply this foundation is I'm going to use on one side this beauty sponge. This is from Morphe brushes. And then I'm going to use on the other side this flat kabuki brush. This is from Sigma Beauty. It does mention on the website that one pump gives it a medium coverage and two pumps gives it a full coverage. I'm first going to test it out using one pump on each side just to see how much of a coverage it gives me. But of course, if it does tend to need more coverage, then I'm going to use two pumps. Alrighty, so here is the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one pump on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and test out the beauty sponge first. So I'm gonna grab it and then I'm gonna start applying it. So far it's giving a coverage. Not a full coverage, it is a medium coverage. So you can see I have dark under eye circles, so I'm gonna see if that covers it using this foundation. It is drying very quickly, so this is something that you have to work really fast. And I still have a little bit more on the back of my hand, so I'm just gonna go in here and grab the rest and just apply half of my face with it. I do have a little bit of redness on my nose and under the nose, so I'm gonna see if it covers. It does dry up very, very fast. So this is a foundation that you kind of have to work really quickly. But let me go ahead and test it out on this side with the brush. And once again, I'm gonna use one pump on the back of my hand using the flat kabuki brush. It is giving me the medium coverage as well. Try and apply it on my nose here, under the nose. So overall, it is working out with the brush and the sponge, so either one will work. I feel like, as far as my preference, I do need to add a little bit more to the face just because I love a full coverage foundation. As far as the way it's feeling at the moment, it does feel very light. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey, which is awesome because usually matte foundations tend to feel a little bit heavy on the face, but this one really doesn't. And I love that it has a matte finish. I can see a little bit of creasing happening already, which I am not going to add additional product because I want to see towards the end how it tends to look if I didn't add any additional product onto the foundation. But I love the color of the foundation. It matches me very well, which I'm very happy. It's very hard to find that perfect match for your skin tone for foundations, but I'm glad that they have 50 shades to choose from. Now this foundation did give me a full coverage. It's also recommended for medium coverage if you don't like the full coverage, but it did give me a full coverage. I ended up using a total of 4 pumps all over the face. Yeah, this is how it looks. I am going to go ahead and finish up the face and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. I went ahead and applied the rest of my makeup. I did something very natural. I went ahead and applied concealer. I set it with some powder. I did add some bronzer and blush, and of course my lip gloss. Overall, I really like how this foundation is feeling. However, I am noticing some creasing around the mouth as I'm speaking. Foundation is making me look very flawless, which I really love. I love foundations that make you look very flawless. But the real test is going to be how long is this foundation going to last. I am going to test it for a good 8 hours just to see if this foundation lasts. Right now the time is 1:12. I am going to be testing it for you guys throughout the day to see how this foundation is working for me. And then at the end of this video, I am going to give you my final thoughts on this foundation if it's worth it. So hope you guys can stick around into today's video. Hey guys, alrighty, so right now we are currently at my sister's house, and right now I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all what time it is. It is 5:43. This was a perfect way to try out the foundation, just to kind of test it out being outside. And honestly, at this moment, just looking at the foundation, it looks really, really good. I do not feel oily at all. Usually I'm always oily on the T-zone, but here is proof that it does not look oily at all. We've been outside since 3 o'clock, so it's been about 3 hours, and it is looking really good. I am very impressed in this foundation. So the point of this review is I am going to test it for 8 hours just to see how it's looking throughout the day. So here in a little bit, maybe in the next 3 hours, I'm gonna share with you guys how it looks at the end. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue to enjoy the party with my family. So I will see you guys shortly. And here's natural lighting so y'all can see. So far so good. It's been about 5 hours with this foundation. So we shall see how it looks at the end of the night. Alrighty, you guys, so I am back home. It is 9:06 at night. Now I'm gonna give you guys my final review on this foundation. So I'm just gonna grab a mirror so that I can see how it looks up close. Honestly, you guys, it works. I don't feel oily at all. I do have a little tiny bit of a shine. It's not to the point where it's super oily, if that makes sense. I do have a little bit of drying here on my chin. The foundation did come off a little bit under the nose because I was rubbing my nose a lot. It works really well with the concealer, and the concealer that I used was the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Usually on the T-zone, I do tend to get oily, but you guys, I'm not oily at all, and that's very rare for me because any foundations that I wear, I do get super oily. Rating this foundation from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I give it a good 8. I feel like this foundation really works, especially for oily skin. This foundation for $34, I mean, it's awesome. For it to work as it says on the label, I feel like $34 is worth it. And another good thing about this foundation, it does have a pump, so if you are a makeup artist, you can absolutely use this on other people. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please let me know down below what you thought about this product. If you've used it or if you're gonna go ahead and purchase it, let me know how it works out for you. I would love to know. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss a future video of mine. I do create beauty and lifestyle videos here on my channel. And of course, I would love for you to be part of the family. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.